Hey, beautiful people. Rev Derek here from RevDerek.com, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube at Rev Derek Terry. I remember my first car. You remember your first car? My first car, wait for it. 1992 Dodge Spirit, this color, this one right here. Love that car. It got me from point A to point B. Power nothing. I had to roll the windows literally. Now when people say roll the windows down, it usually means push the button. Then it meant rolling. And I know some of y'all still got those, no shade. But I want to talk about the very first car that I paid for with my own money. The first car I picked out myself was a 90-something, late 90s Lexus LS400. Beautiful car, beautiful car. Black, leather seats, heated seats, had an auto starter on it, had the first aid kit in the trunk, and beautiful car, beautiful car. The sound system was amazing. Felt like it was you were in a tank when I drove it. Unfortunately, by the time I bought the car, it was slightly different than when it was brand new on the showroom. Someone stole my radio, so I didn't even get to utilize the sound system. Someone had broken in my window one day, so all the other tints, windows in the car were tinted really dark, really sexy. One, not so much. The auto starter was amazing, and it came in handy because when you would first start the car, it took about 2 minutes before all the smoke would clear the road. Or clear the parking lot, so I didn't want to embarrass myself, so I would start it before I went outside, wait 2 minutes, and then walk out. But it got me to where I needed to be, and even though the car didn't have air conditioning, right, and the heated seats were heated whether you wanted them to be or not, so in the summer it was even hotter because not only was there no air, and it was a black car with black leather seats and a black driver, the heated seats were on, and so it was even hotter. I drove that car from Louisville to Memphis, from Louisville to Nashville, from Louisville to St. Louis, from Louisville to Fayetteville, Tennessee. I put that car on the road and I would trust that car, and it never failed me. But one day, I was driving from Louisville to Bowling Green, Kentucky, and I had my sermon in the back. It was June. I had my sermon in the back seat on the Bible, folded in half. So I had all the pages, they were folded in half and stuck inside the Bible. And I'm driving down 65 in June, windows down, sunroof open, driving, listening to my iPod because there's no radio. And all of a sudden I hear papers rustling, right? And I turn and look over my shoulder, and my sermon is flying around the back seat, and then slowly, page by page, goes out the window, and I freak out. Oh my God. This is my sermon. I don't know it by heart. I just wrote it last night. And not only that, but my bishop, right? My bishop, this time I was in the AME church, and my bishop was going to be at the service, and I'm preaching, and I don't have a sermon, and I freaked out. And I get to the hotel room. I have 45 minutes to shower, to put on a suit, and to get to the church, right? So I don't have any time to write a sermon. I'm a big guy, so right, it takes a long time to shower. Anyway, I'm sitting there, I'm like, God, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? I don't want to get up there and just, make a fool of myself. I want to be used. I want to say something that has meaning. And the question came, the sermon came, do you remember your first car? More than that, do you remember that moment of having something that maybe wasn't perfect, that maybe had flaws, that maybe didn't have air, that maybe you had to literally roll down the windows, but it was dependable, it was reliable, it got you to where you needed to be, it was safe, it was a good start. And that sermon with the text that I handled at that time 10 years ago blessed me, blessed those individuals there. You're like, what sermon, what was it, what scripture was it? I don't know, I could do it again. But I just thought about that today because I saw a car. I saw that exact same Lexus, well, maybe not the exact same, but the same model, the same one that I had, and it reminded me of that day. And I've said all that to say that sometimes people judge us, we judge ourselves by what we have, what we think we ought to have, and what it should look like. And sometimes as we age and as we mature, we get haughty in our dealings with ourselves and the type of things that we want and what we think we deserve. But do you remember your first car? Do you remember when you were just starting out? Do you remember when you didn't have, when you were just happy to get in the car and drive? You were just happy to have gas money. You were just happy that you were going somewhere. Neil Sedaka used to sing a song that I miss the hungry years. Sometimes we have to remember that we haven't always had what we have today, or we haven't always been where we are today. Take care. God bless. Love you so much. RevDerek.com, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube at Rev and Derek Terry. Never forget from whence you came.